And we'll wrap up the show with a little bit more of a happy subject here. We'll cover the Stanley Cup Finals later this week. I'll have our resident hockey head of WXOU come in, and we'll be talking all about it. Former sports director Ben Schrader coming to the show soon. So I'll save the hockey for that part of it, and I'm gonna have him do most of the talking for hockey because because I don't know much about hockey, so I'm gonna source it through him. But what I have watched this weekend is the Euro Cup, and throughout the week, the Euro Cup, which may be way out of the field of your guys' sports fandom, so I'll keep it short. But essentially, they do it. It's like the World Cup, but only in Europe. And they do the same thing with the Copa America. It's the same thing, but for the Americas. And Italy won it the last time around. Italy is the reigning Euro League champion. They did so in penalty kicks against England, where they wanted to bring it home, but we brought it Rome. But since then, Italy, 2 years after winning the Euros, completely missed out, lost in group stages, didn't qualify for the World Cup, and that was really annoying as an Italian. That we won one of the most competitive, one of the highest marks in all of global international soccer. We went from that to not even qualifying for the biggest event. That was really annoying. So this Euro had a lot of weight on it. Is Italy going to continue the downfall, or are they going to come back and, continue to be the international powerhouse that they are to be? So with that, the group stages come out, and Italy is in the toughest group possible. They literally call it the group of death. And just in case you guys don't know what I mean by groups, it means that they had, I believe it was 8, I forget how many, but they group teams in groups of 4. They all play each other, so so one team will play the other 3, and whoever has the best record out of the 3 games they played get to continue. The top 2 in the group get to continue, and a couple third-place teams would continue as well. If you win, you get 3 points. It's all about points, not so much in the record. You get 3 points for winning. You get 1 point for tying. You get nothing for losing. So basically, I won't go through every game, but in our group was Spain, Albania, and Croatia. And Italy, all coming into the group of death. That's literally what they've been calling it on the broadcast. So Italy's been having, has a tough task ahead of them. So we were nervous. I'm nervous. I was nervous. Italians were nervous because this could really be a continuing tumble down the ranks of world soccer. And so the way it went is okay, so here's how it starts. I'm remembering more of the games now. I didn't have notes for this, but Albania, I was working during that game, so unfortunately I couldn't watch it, but literally the first 23 seconds of a 90-minute match, Albania scored. In the first group match, the first day, we get scored on in less than 30 seconds, and we're down 1-0. Oh, and we're like, oh, no, we can't. This can't happen. We got one of the best goalkeepers in Gianluigi Donnarumma. I love that guy. We had one of the best keepers in the world. How could this happen? So and you can go through my Twitter. I got a timeline basically of my reaction. It goes like this. I can't read this on air, but I swear, after seeing the 23-second goal, and then Italy scores how soon after? Italy scores in the 11th minute. So 10 minutes go by, we tie it up, and we're good. It was a fantastic crossing kick, header into the net. We got it. So we are so back. And then 4 minutes later, we get another one. Beautiful strike. We score. We're up 2-1, and whew, we're good. All in 15 minutes. It's how we started the Euros. So that would end up holding on. We beat Albania. We get our 3 points, and we're up there. Our next match was Spain. Spain's very, very good. Spain was our opponent in the semifinals of the last Euros that we ended up winning, I believe, in extra time. But don't quote me on that. So that one was a disaster of a match. Italy never had the ball, and the only goal that was scored, we lost 1-0. The only goal scored was scored by us, on ourselves. We had an own goal. Out of all the opportunities that Spain had, it had to be off of us. So that was really annoying, and we lost that one. Spain would go on to win, to lock in their top spot in the group after after their last game. So now Italy is in a position where they face Croatia, the last team in the group. We have to either win or tie to get second place and continue into the tournament. If we lose, we're out. Say goodbye. Italy is an embarrassment. That's what would happen. So this one was a bit back and forth. It was a bit weird. And, we didn't have the ball much. And, we had some opportunities. We started to really turn it up. It was tied 0-0 at halftime, and we really heated up in the second half, but just couldn't get it. And then we let in a goal. I forget when, but it was like in the second half, we give up a goal, and we are now losing. We are currently eliminated if the game ended there. Refs were really helping Italy. I will be honest. Refs were really, really helping Italy with yellow cards everywhere and free kicks. And, we had, this doesn't have to do with the refs, but we had 10 corner kicks. We had so many opportunities, but we just couldn't get it done. And then 90 minutes roll around, and they add in stoppage time, for injuries or timeouts because they keep the clock running. 8 minutes were added. That is an absurd amount of time to add to a game of this magnitude. A win or go home type of game for Croatia and a surviving match for Italy. 8 minutes of stoppage time. And it keeps going and going, and we can't get it, and I'm in despair. No, my country, my nation can't even get out of the group stage. 97 minutes, and we couldn't score. But then in that 97 minutes, the literal last absolute chance that we could possibly get. It's on I'm going to watch the replay right now. Italy on a breakaway. They pass it up to the near side. On the run, one touch, right foot, top shelf. We score, we tie, and we survive. 97 minutes it took for us to score. Mattia Zaccagni. There's Mattia Zaccagni. Substituted in just a few minutes later to equalize the match, to get us the tie, the 1 point we needed, and we survive and continue. A complete 180 of emotions. That's how powerful soccer can be. You can hate yourself and hate everything around you for 90 minutes. In the very last second, nothing but joy and excitement and screaming outside, going outside the door and, yes! Forza! Forza Azzurri! All in just a matter of seconds. You could flip from that. So Italy advances, and the game was over right after. It's kind of up to ref's discretion as to when they end the game in stoppage time, but they called it like immediately. They said, let's go home. We did our job. We got Italy to tie. Let's go home now. Oh, but it was so beautiful. Top shot. It was a perfect shot. Go and watch it. Mattia Zaccagni. I'm sorry. I should pronounce that name right. But either way, It's been amazing. God, like it's only if, every so often I pay attention to like international soccer like this because Italy plays. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. All right. That'll wrap it up here for the Joe Show. We covered the season review of track and field and cross country for Oakland University as part of our season reviews. We talked about the USPBL, the kind of strange weekend they had, and the bone that I had to pick with the league in terms of attacking my character. Rewind and you can find it. And then we talked about the Italian national team continuing in the Euro Cup. As an Italian, I was so happy. So we covered a lot of ground here on the Joe Show. We appreciate you stopping by. That will close it out for us here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Follow the podcast. Support it. Share it with your friends. Do whatever you can to support the podcast. Get your Oakland friends involved. Get your USPBL friends. Get the Italians involved. Come on. Let's get this thing blown up. Pretty soon we'll have Ben Schrader come on to the show, talk about the NHL playoffs or the Stanley Cup Finals, a review of the Red Wings season here, and we'll have our interview with Kyle Reese of Club Sports coming out real soon here on WXOU Sports. So from Giovanni Mosheri, from WXOU and the Joe Mo Show, we'll see you next week, Tuesdays at noon.